during the week when we read the Torah. So the ritual of watching football, like the ritual of reading from the Torah, follows a strict but predictable weekly routine. Some die-hard football fans, let's call them orthodox fans, watch every game. They may buy season tickets, chant their chants complete with choreography. Stand now, sit now, do the wave, and devote themselves to a particular charismatic coach. Others participate more casually or only pay attention to the big games, like the high holidays. Some inherit their passion for football from their parents, while others are converts to football, either because they've married into a football-obsessed family or they've discovered a passion for football after becoming disillusioned with a different sport. At the stadium, at halftime, or home, football fans drink beer, eat chicken wings, and drink more beer. Similar to our kiddush after Shabbat. We drink grape juice, eat egg and tuna salad, or maybe a little of that parve cake over there, just a thin slice, and more grape juice. At the synagogue, we have uniforms too. We carry a talis, in the bag of the talis, in which we might keep a kippah, a talit, and tefillin. These bags sometimes have our names or the names of our ancestors sewn onto them in gold, like a jersey. This was my grandfather's talis, and I'll give it to my son when he will be ready. Like a football player, a kippah is our helmet, and the tefillin is our sports tape, a symbol of readiness wrapped around us before game time. Depending on the holiday, a temple's main sanctuary might contain elements you'd also see at a football game. On Purim, for example, we wear customs and paint our faces. We make noise with the braggers and booing when Haman's name is spoken. Football fans too paint their faces and wear colorful jerseys to get into the spirit, booing their opponents. Football parallels the high holidays. Many, if not a majority of Jews, go to shul just a few times a year. I'm not talking about you. And these trips probably occur during the high holidays, which in a sense are the playoffs of Judaism. We promise and make New Year's resolutions, the same way we promise ourselves impossible tasks if our team wins the Super Bowl. During the high holidays, Jews flock to synagogue. Attendance swells, so synagogues sell tickets to their various services, where you can pray, chat, complain, eat, fast, and be seen. Because of the demand, these tickets can cost hundreds of dollars depending on where you live and the size of your family. Sometimes high holiday seats are assigned. Sometimes a service sells out, like during a year with an abnormal high sin rate. Sometimes you may get a ticket, but you get there late, so you're forced to sit in an extension of the room, not the same. Why do advertisers pay so much for the commercials? Why do people pay attention to them? Same with the halftime show. They overshadow the game. Same thing with this week's Torah portion, Mishpatim. 53 mundane laws. We'd rather focus on last week, the 10 Commandments and the sound and light show at Mount Sinai. But we know that show, like the Super Bowl, is one-time thing. When it is over, we go back to regular TV and routines. But our lives are held together by these mundane laws as well as by regular TV. The Torah reminds us that life is not the Super Bowl, but in what we need to do to get there. And what about Passover Seder? Even though the Dolphins are not playing in the Super Bowl, which is not unusual, most of us will host or attend the party. We will invite some friends over and they'll come whether they like or care about football or not. Some of them will be into game, like following the songs and the stories of the Agada, while others will come for the halftime show. What's Seder without songs? You don't have to be a football fan to enjoy the Super Bowl, just as one does not have to be a devoted Jew to appreciate Judaism or the Jewish holidays. When you go to your Super Bowl party, employ your Jewish experience and picture yourself at a Passover meal. Find a good seat right away, preferably one that is positioned close to the food. Get through all 4 quarters with 4 glasses of wine, or in this case, beer, something we won't find at the Passover Seder. And eat all you can eat and more. You will be surrounded by crunchy chips, which you will dip into deep bowls of guacamole, a modern kind of charoset. And there will be meat, and there will be chicken. And when we finish eating, cheering and drinking, we will say, Dayenu, enough. And we will ask, Ma nishtana, why Super Bowl Sunday is different from all other nights? And we will say, Amen.
He drops the mic. I love this guy.